So this is the Wahl 3-in-1 personal trimmer, and this is the Manscaped Beard Hedger, and today we're going to break down the differences between these two trimmers. Now, the first thing that we are going to have to talk about these trimmers is just going to be their overall build quality and design. Now, even though the Wahl 3-in-1 personal trimmer is significantly smaller than the Beard Hedger, this trimmer is a lot denser. The Wahl weighs in at 218 grams, whereas the larger Beard Hedger weighs in at 176 grams. And personally, I just think that there's something nice about the weight of the Wahl, but also the Wahl does have significantly better ergonomics than the Beard Hedger. Now, with the Wahl, first off, we do have this very stiff rubber knurling here, so you are going to get a very good grip on this trimmer, but also this trimmer does have this little hump here, so your thumbs and your fingers are going to have good surface areas to get a grip on depending on how you're holding this trimmer. So overall, the ergonomics of this trimmer are just a lot nicer. Now, don't get me wrong, the ergonomics of the Beard Hedger are nice as well, and you do also have these soft touch surfaces here which also give you grip, but these flat surfaces on the Beard Hedger just doesn't rest as comfortably as the design of the Wahl. So overall, when it comes to build quality and just design, the Wahl easily outperforms the Beard Hedger here. Now, when it comes to the battery life and charging of these two trimmers, it's a bit of 50-50. Now, the Wahl's built-in battery is going to be good for 2 hours, whereas the Beard Hedger's built-in battery is going to be good for up to 1 hour. However, when it comes to charging these trimmers, that is very different. Now, with the Wahl, we do have a proprietary charging port here, and unfortunately, the charging cable that comes included with the Wahl is very flimsy, whereas with the Beard Hedger, this trimmer charges via a USB-C port, and the charging cable that comes included with the Beard Hedger is a lot nicer, because this here is the rubber USB-A to USB-C charging cable that comes included with the Manscaped Beard Hedger, and more importantly, with the Manscaped Beard Hedger, you do get a USB-A wall adapter, whereas this is the charging cable that comes included with the Wahl, so it is a lot more flimsier, and this is how this cable actually goes into the trimmer itself. But more importantly, the other end of this cable is a USB-A port, and unfortunately, Wahl does not include a USB-A charging brick with this package, so you are going to have to get your own charging brick here. So overall, when it comes to power, the Wahl has a longer lasting battery life, but when it comes to actually charging these batteries, the Manscaped is going to be a lot easier. But now let's talk about actually cutting hair with these two trimmers. Now, first off, with these two trimmers, neither one of them have a built-in light, like with what you would see with the Manscaped 4.0 or Manscaped 5.0. But also when it comes to the cutting surface areas of these two trimmers, surprisingly, they're very similar. I actually want to say that Wahl's cutting surface area is a little larger than the Manscaped Beard Hedger. So with the Manscaped Beard Hedger, it's only a trimmer. However, with the Wahl, you can actually swap out these heads. So we're going to switch this out for the foil. So this just goes in, and then we're just going to screw this in. So now we've got a foil. So if you want a skin-tight shave, you can always use this foil. The main drawback about this foil is that the cutting surface area is a little small, or the Wahl, it also comes included with a beard trimmer. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and screw that in there. So now you've got a nose trimmer here, so you can go ahead and manage the nose hairs that are probably peeking out of your nose. And if you want to switch over to the trimmer again, the clippers, there you go. Now, one of the things that you might have seen is that in order to swap out these different attachments, you are going to need a fair amount of dexterity. However, now, like I mentioned earlier, these two trimmers, they have a very similar cutting surface areas, which personally I do find to be very surprising, just given the overall size of these two trimmers. However, when it comes to the combs of these trimmers, they are very different. Now, with the Manscaped, you do get this adjustable comb here, and this just slides right in. Okay. So this slides right in, and we also have a dial down here, which you can very easily and very quickly adjust the trim here. And then if you want to bring it back down, this just turns and you're good to go. Now this system, it is very convenient, it is very fast, and personally I have had zero issues using this system. Whereas with Wahl's combs, Wahl comes included with 8 non-adjustable combs. Now overall, these combs, they feel and they look very premium, and they slide on very easily. So yeah, that is one comb here, and we're just gonna go ahead, swap it out for another comb. So they swap out rather easily, and overall they feel premium, but this system just isn't as easy or as convenient to use as the Beard Hedger's comb. But finally, we're going to talk about the included carrying cases. Now this is the Manscaped Beard Hedger's carrying case, and in here we do have a net so that you can store your charging accessories here. And right here, this here is where you store the trimmer. You just want to make sure that the Beard Hedger itself, it is facing towards you. But other than that, oh, and make sure that you have the comb installed. But other than that, this closes, and boom. Now your Beard Hedger is going to be safe. This is a hard shell case, so you don't have to worry about it if you throw it into a cramped backpack or if you're traveling somewhere. And this opens right up, and boom, your trimmer is right there ready for you. Whereas with Wahl's included carrying case, first off, this carrying case, it's also hard shell, which is nice. However, this carrying case is larger. We will talk about this in a second. But there is a dedicated pocket here for your combs. So you just go ahead and store all of this in here. So once you have everything in here, you can just zip this right up. And right here, we do have this phone cutout here, and you can store your trimmer in here. Now, I recommend that you remove the blade because you might risk damaging the blade. If you want to take a risk, you can always just leave the blade there. But yeah, so this is the carrying case here while it's closed. But my problem with it is that if you don't open it correctly, because I'm actually going to go ahead and open this up, your trimmer, you know, if you don't open it correctly, your trimmer, it can just easily fall out if you're not paying attention, because this foam cutout here is just a foam cutout. It's not like actually sewn into the case itself. So when you are going to open it, you kind of want to make sure that you open it correctly. So there you go. You want to make sure that you open this case correctly so that your trimmer doesn't go out flying. So personally, I do feel the case that comes included with the Beard Hedger, it is nicer than the case that comes included with the Wahl, because like I mentioned earlier, it is larger, but if you open it incorrectly, oh no, then your stuff can just fall out. So overall, if you are trying to choose between the Wahl 3-in-1 trimmer or getting the Manscaped Beard Hedger, with the Wahl, this system is a lot more premium. From a build quality and ergonomic standpoint, this trimmer just feels a lot nicer than the Beard Hedger. And surprisingly, even though this trimmer is smaller than the Beard Hedger, this trimmer does have a slightly larger cutting surface area than the Beard Hedger, and when it comes to the battery life of this trimmer, it's going to be good for 2 hours. Plus, with this trimmer, you can use the clippers, or you can use the foil, or you can use the nose trimmer. However, with this system, in order to charge it up, it can be a bit of a hassle due to the proprietary charging port here on the bottom, and the charging cable that comes included with this trimmer isn't all that nice. And with these trimmers, you are going to have 8 individual combs, so if you want to switch between your combs, you know, it can be a little bit of a hassle when compared to the Beard Hedger. But with the Beard Hedger, the main thing that I do want to say about this trimmer is that this trimmer is just a lot more convenient. It's a lot easier for you to charge this trimmer up because it charges via a USB-C port. And also with this Beard Hedger, your comb is adjustable much easily directly from the trimmer itself. and the carrying case that comes included with this trimmer is nicer than the carrying case that comes included with the Wahl.